Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to our Let's Play of the Soviet Union in Hearts of Iron 4. So, I think things are starting to look up for us. We are making some headway here in the northeast of the United States and Canada, but more importantly, over the last couple of episodes, we did make much more progress down here in Florida. We did expand from our very, very dangerous beachhead down here in Texas, and we're getting a decent footprint here, and most importantly, up over here in sort of California, we are making some extremely good progress, and I very, very much fancy seeing that. Where are you going, actually? You're not going anywhere. Why are you pretending to go anywhere? I don't know. Anyway, let's try to get up here, and what we're going to try to do is just generally try to drive up is it the M1? Sort of in the United States, trying to join up all the entire East Coast here, and that's going to be fine. Now, most of these areas are still a little bit shy of supply. I don't think we see that now because I just reloaded the game, but yeah, there you can see it. So it's still a little bit early, but I think what we could do is actually grab these guys over here, these mountain forces, and we're going to assign them to this front line over here, and I think that's fine. Your front line here is a little bit weird actually at this moment, so let's nevertheless grab you here, the Gulf front, and also ask you to go ahead with another plan for, let's say, over there. I mean, I think that's fine. We are still going to try to get a little bit to the east here, but I also want to go to the area of Dallas up there, and the reason for that is basically because that is a lot of victory points, and that would give us some supply as well, so that's nice. Down here we are expanding as well, so that's great to see. We're also bringing up more forces here up on the sort of Georgia and Alabama, I think is the area here, and even into the Carolinas, so that's nice to see. We have started some naval invasions over here. We have to see whether that is going to work out, and somewhat at the same time we are trying to make a push over here around Detroit, and more importantly here south of Detroit we're kind of cut across, damn it, Ohio and Indiana. In between episodes I did go ahead and reorganize our construction here a little bit, because New York, just the infrastructure, we were fairly liberal with nukes here, so yeah, there you go. 9 out of 10 infrastructure are completely damaged over here, so we do need to repair them. We are still building a lot of naval yards to bring in more supplies, and we are repairing all of the infrastructure here in North America. We are building more infrastructure in North America as well. We're building some radar stations and then some fortifications, but these really do have a lower priority there. So yeah, I would also really like to just get these guys here encircled, and same of course here in the Michigan area. Right, we are trying to push with our tanks and various other units here, but whether or not that is going to be successful I do not know yet. Still, we might just as well try over here. So again, let's bring you over there as well, and I think that's fine. Oh, you guys are going there. Well, that's okay though. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright. Yeah, we're trying to get to Columbus as well. I think one of you is going there. Well, that's interesting. Let's have one of you come over here. And you know, one of you should really stay in Pittsburgh, really. No, like, really, seriously. Okay, well, you guys are... Well, why are you actually locked in over here? You should go down there. Oh, they are continuing their port strikes over here, but they're not really doing that much damage, so I think that's going to be fine. Also, one important thing is we have now an airbase over here in California, and that means we can bring up a lot of forces here very much into this area. This is something that we have been lacking before, so I think it's great if we could do that. That mountain province, you know what, let's try to get down here into Arizona. You guys could come up to Utah, to the Salt Lake over there, and that should be okay. And you guys can drive up this valley over here. Yes, it is mountain terrain, but you know what, I think it's going to be okay. Right. It would also be great to capture these victory... Didn't I see a victory point over there? Oh, not sure. Right, let's see over here in Washington. You guys have not commenced your attack yet. Even though I think we have you guys set to go over there. Yeah, but you weren't active on patrolling. So that was the issue there. That's okay. We're going to send you in now, and you should be able to do that then. Right, okay, you were successful over here, so let's grab these guys here, these mechanized forces of Group 4, and we're going to try to come down here. can I not directly come to Detroit? I thought I could. Well, that's unfortunate. And nevertheless, so much more actually. Let's do come down there. I think that's going to be okay then. Right, yeah, there we go. Good attack there. You guys still progressing down there. That's lovely to see. You know, why don't you get down there towards this area? That should be lovely. And we're going to try to come to, I think, is that the Mississippi? It must be one of the tributaries of the Mississippi, so let's see about that. Right, we do have an air base over here now. That's fantastic too. I think you should stay over here. Now, you guys are advancing to there, aren't you? No, you're sort of all doing weird stuff. Okay, you're going over there actually, so let's have one of you just come into there. You guys can push out there. You guys are not pushing out here, but you should be maybe, just so that we are expanding our perimeter really. And you're going there, then you can go over here. That's fine. So we can bring you guys over there. I think we're gonna support you from one of these areas here. You might want to support that as well, and then these three guys can just advance over there. And that does mean now finally you can go over there. And all of this is fairly fine. And yeah, you're making good progress there, so that's what I like to see. Good. I like it. Yeah, and these guys down here, they'll be going to be coming up there. That's okay. Let's get rid of this so that there's no confusion, and that's perfectly lovely and fine. More and more troops are coming up over here. So you know what? Let's get the Florida front here, and let's ask you guys to advance. I think that's fine. Good. Right. Over here, around Philly, still no breakthrough there, so that is unfortunate. You guys are still trying to come up over here. That's great though. And you are making some good progress there, so you're not can actually grab like one of these mechanized divisions, just one of them, and come over here, so that all of this is a little bit clearer. And you guys are now being attacked, but I think you'll be successful in attacking over there. Right, another mechanized troop down here. Let's try to get you to Indianapolis and then to the north there, just sort of hook up that way. And you know what? I think we might actually come down further over here, across the Mississippi, and just be very aggressive over here. Don't know whether that is going to be successful, but we'll have to see. You want you guys do go ahead with your attack here, just so that you are advancing really. Okay, you guys did that. That's fine. And let's do come over here and make sure that we are capturing this area here as well. And likewise, these motorized troops can just sort of expand a little bit the footprint that we have got. Can you actually... No, I'm not asking you to be assigned to that front line. I'm asking you to come down here into this province. There at least. Okay, fine. Yeah, nice. Good. Port strikes. They are doing some damage here, but it's still really... I think overall we are doing fine there, so that's okay. You guys do try to capture this area there so that we have some more supply. You guys are still all expanding. That's lovely to see. You guys are still coming up there, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Now this attack over here, this just really isn't going anywhere. So, yeah, let's actually ask you there to stop it for a second here. You guys are expanding over there anyway, so that's nice. You're going over there. Well, you know what? Half of you should actually come along there. You should maybe go there, and can you directly come over here? No, you cannot, but you can certainly try to come over there, and you might be supported by an attack from this side. And that way we might push it out a little bit from there. Right, over here then. So we do need to keep on moving as long as we have some supply and some organization. So I'm just going to manually make sure that that is going to happen. But yeah, it's a little bit tough to get all of these guys here to attack where they need to be attacking. Right, and you know what? I think half of you are going to come attack into that direction. Half of you are going to try to push through there, and then we might be able to encircle these guys, and that will leave a huge gap in the front lines, or at least further the existing gap, because really that is what this is about. Right, okay, you're going up there. You know what? Can you actually come this way and just try to get rid of these guys here? Wheeler Creek. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Right, you guys down there. Well, you're being pushed back there, I think, but all in all, you seem to be fine. Now these Marines are starting their attack there, so that's good. And we are attacking into sort of the Detroit area there. We're still a little bit on the bumpy side over here, but that's going to be okay, I think. So yeah, let's just make sure that we are having some troops to guard basically all of these places. And I think motorized divisions would be basically fine for that. Yeah. So I think once we are close to Chicago over there, we should basically be fine. Right, you have made it over here, that's nice. And let's get one of these mechanized troops to come to Chicago proper. While all of these other guys are sort of expanding that way and this way. Yeah, that's nice. Good, I like it. So very soon we should see that all of their supply up there is going to be eaten up. So that's lovely to see. Okay, you guys are going there. You're coming into Indianapolis. Yeah, that's okay though. Let's try to do another attack over here. Okay, you are coming here anyway. Let's try to go there instead and then hook around. You don't need to really attack over there, so let's try to push up further. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, and we have finally made it to Philly, and you guys are now trying to box your way through over there, and that's fantastic news, really. I love to see that. Okay, you guys do come down here and into there. That's perfectly lovely there. Not sure whether... Yeah, I think we should be attacking into Baltimore. Where are our naval guys, though? Yeah, they are still trying to position themselves. In the meantime, we are being bombed over here, so that's not great, but sort of expected. Okay, I think that's all of you guys here, right? So let's briefly check whether you do need some repairs, and I think some of you guys do, but I would rather have you sort of repair on your own. We don't need to have every ship out of passage, out of in port basically, just to repair one ship in this total group. You have a lot of ships detached, my friend. Okay, and you guys definitely are seeing some issues here. So yeah, let's send you off to be repaired as well. I think that's going to be okay. Right. Situation up over here. Yeah, you're still doing that. And this is perfect spaghetti at this moment. So yeah, do bear with me though. So yeah, let's try to get into Chicago. And maybe you just go over here. I think that's going to be okay. Right, now you guys seem to be mostly doing fine, so let's actually grab like these three divisions and come up north, while these two divisions, yeah, you're going straight west anyway, so that's nice. Good, I like it. Okay, and up over here, things are apparently going good as well. Well, in the very north, we are still fine. Push over here in California seems to be going alright-ish. Okay, let's try to grab that. Let's try to come up the Rocky Mountains this way. And this tank can maybe go to this airfield here. I think that's perfectly lovely. Right, and you could just come up over here. Sort of come to this airfield if you're being attacked over here. I think that's okay there. Right, good attack happening here. So you know what, let's try to push through there. And into this area here, while these tanks are maybe... No, sorry, you guys are supposed to come through there. And these guys are supposed to reinforce over there. And I think that's okay. And then what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to leave you deal with this stuff for a moment here. And you, my friends, might just be able to take him out. Yeah, I think soon once these guys fall and we are into that position, I think that is going to be super helpful. Right, and over here, yeah, you guys should also be killed very quickly now at this point. Right, you do quickly capture that place. You guys are a little bit shy on stuff over here, so let's try to get this to be a little bit less stupid there, and I think that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Right, Marines are landing in Vancouver, so that's another front line there. Great. You're advancing over there, that's nice too. Down here in southern Texas, and this just general vicinity, I don't want to overstretch our resources, but I do think that we can keep some momentum here. So, yeah, just generally, I think we should try to advance further whenever we can. So, yeah, let's try to do that anyway. And I think that's going to be nice here. Let's get you down south there. That's fine. And you guys now, well, I think a couple of you guys are going to tell us anyway, so that's nice. Let's get one of you to go over here. One of you to go there. One of you to go here. Well, that's two actually. Now that just might be fine, because we are advancing all over the front line. And you know what, you guys, well, maybe not you and not you and not you, but you guys can try to come over here. It would be just so lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, nice. How's the situation up over here? Well, I think you certainly can try to advance further there. And you can do that as well. Okay, how's the situation around here in Washington and so on? Well, they are damaging us. Ooh, my. Okay, so that is a big loss over there. That really should tell us that these guys here, you don't have an active mission. You just go back to port, please. Yeah, we do have some aircrafts operating in this region, but really apparently it's not enough. Okay, you guys, well, could you come to Pittsburgh and start anyway, because I don't really want to lose this position here. I mean, you're doing good stuff down here, but it's just not really that. It's not really enough, is it? Okay, so lots of tanks over here. That is nice. Let's get one of you down here. And the other one we're going to bring up this way. And that way, so that means we do have basically control of the entirety of the lakes. And that is just lovely. Good. Nice. So yeah, really, you guys up there should see a lot of supply usage or supply shortages by the enemy here. Yeah, and I will at some point need to grab these guys. Okay, you are still trying to cross over there. Now, if we could attack Baltimore, pretty please. Now, we have attacked that already, and I think we are landing there unopposed. Lovely. I like it. Unopposed landings are my favorite landings, so at least when I'm doing them, so that's nice. Okay, push over there is happening, but still has some issues. How are our mountain troops are coming online there. You guys are pushing over there, that's great. You guys are coming down here? Yeah, you are. Nice. So you should be able to defend over there, and that means all of these guys here now have a problem, basically, and I like it when my enemy has problems, so great. You're going there as well. I don't think you need to do that though, so that's fine. You guys, can you all sort of support this attack instead of just not doing that? Okay, let's try to support this as well from these sides. So I think really you should be overwhelmed here pretty quickly now. Yeah, there we go. Can I attack here? And can you guys actually attack into there, please? Yeah, that'd be so lovely. Good. One of you guys here can go to Phoenix, lovely town, but large ships on low strength. They are starting to shoot at our navy pretty badly here, but we have managed our landings in Baltimore and Washington, so that's extremely great. You guys have actually made a breakthrough over here already, so that's nice. Let's try to come over here with as many troops as we can reasonably expedite to there. Right, you go there. Okay, one of you doesn't do anything, right? You do support this attack here. I think you should really be able to overwhelm them. Okay, nice. Good advance over there. Come on, once we've dealt with that, I think we really should be fine. Oh yeah, by the way, I do notice that there are some guys down here. So let's try to come here with you, and you, my friend, can come down there. So yeah, that should basically deal with this peninsula. Oh, look at this. Empty terrain that you guys can advance into, but you're just too lazy to do that. Right, okay, you guys are going weird ways. You know what, you can sort of cut into there, that's great. And then you guys maybe just come down here. And you know what, you guys can certainly advance into there. At least if you're being supported from the flanks here. Yeah, that's great. Let's try to get this position here as well. Mostly so that we are... Okay, yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Good, yeah. And we have landed in Norfolk as well, so that is splendid, really. Good. Let's try to push out a little bit over here from Norfolk. Well, you're coming over there. That's nice. You might want to go to Charlotte. You might want to go to Charlotte. One of you is going to go there. Come on, just be. You should be so much more aggressive here. Yeah, really? I think you should be. Good, okay. So, you guys moving here? No. Right. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. Right, there we go. And up over here, we really do need our mountain troops at this point. Right, things over here are starting to look pretty good. So let's try to finish off these guys here quickly so that we can deal with the other stuff then. Right, and really the same over here. So you guys might want to come there. Can be supported by you guys. Same over here. Let's do send some support. Okay, and all of you are coming here? All of these 14 divisions? Well, 7 at least, so yeah, let's do come here and then into the northern province there as well. Right, you support that, and you are going to support this. Good, yeah, so I think these guys should break pretty quickly here. Nice! Yes! Yes! Man, that feels so good. Just read this out loud. Joseph Stalin has announced that the cowardly American nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Soviet forces throughout the country. The American government chose to flee the country and has now gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated and the Soviet Union is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Allies continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all in the Comintern. Guys, just look at this. This is. Oh, there were a couple of destroyers there. Right, I think, you know, just look at it. It's kind of hilarious. Right, okay, we did sink a couple of Canadian destroyers there. So how close exactly is Canada to capitulating? Basically, I think it's a single victory point. The rest is going to be the Allies there. So, with that being said, let's do drive on Winnipeg, and I think that should seal the deal for the Canadians, I think at least. Right, do they have a single victory point anywhere else that is sort of close by to us that we can easily grab? Well, I don't see any, so I suppose not. Okay, fine. Then I suppose what we can do is grab these mechanized forces, one here. We're going to ask you guys to form a front line sort of in this area here. All of you, pretty please. And you're going to go down here. And you're going to go down there quickly. Right, okay. Then we can delete this guy. You guys are still fine over here, but we are going to expand that front line somewhat significantly towards over here. And then ask you guys to advance, well, basically to the southern tip of the Baja California there, and really on this area after that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you're going to deal with that, so that's who you guys. You go ahead with this, you go ahead with that. You can just immediately go ahead with all of this, right? So, yeah, that's okay. You guys, from the Gulf front, your job is going to be to attack into Mexico City here. Yeah, you're really the guys to do that, so let's try to get you started as fast as possible. You guys are quickly just going to deal with this stuff over here, but that shouldn't really take you too long, I figure. Right, and then we have a couple of guys over here, and that's just really mopping up at this point, I think. Right, okay, you guys over there, you guys can try to attack into here. You guys can come down there as well. Nice. Yeah, some battles over here that are quickly going to be resolved. Quickly grab that area there. You guys come over here. You can deal with this, I suppose. And you guys just deal with this over here. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright. Good. Yeah, we can actually, for these mechanized forces group 2, I suppose what we can do is do a front line over here and ask you to go to Winnipeg. It's a very sophisticated plan that we've got going there. Right, okay. And you know what, you guys at least, and you know what, you, and you actually, you're all going to be part of this over there. Yeah, so just go over there and deal with this. Couple of Mexican divisions over here. I suppose you guys, where are you based? Well, firstly, you guys, you might have some supply issues here, so let's send some forces just fan out here to some of these other places. There we go. Yeah, I really think that they are going to surrender pretty quickly here now. Ooh, 3 heavy cruisers sunk. Nice. And there is still a battle going on over here with the what remains of the American capital ships. But as you can see, our light cruiser fleets, when they do get to engage, this is just 20 ships, right? And on their side, it is 2 carriers, 3 capital ships, and about, well, let's call that 10, even more probably, 10 light ships. So, plus the about 12 ships that we've already sunk. Nevertheless, even though we really haven't reinforced this substantially, there you go. Pretty much all of them gone for, ooh, well, at the loss of one of our ships, really. So honestly, pretty good exchange rate here, right? So, yeah. These guys done for. You guys down here, now, can I actually ask you to be a little bit more aggressive over here? It seems I can't do that on these groups, which is interesting. Right, you're coming down there, that's okay. You've basically wrapped that up there anyway. You guys are sort of doing that down here. Where are you going? Why don't you try to get that airfield down there? Speaking of airfield, I should probably realign a couple of our aircraft over here to be flying over this area. And then basically all of these fighters here. And let's fly over the Sierra Madre. That's fine. These guys over here, that's 2,800, that's a little bit much, but anyway, let's do fly over there. That's 4,000 aircraft there. Close air support, you guys do come over here, then do fly over there as well, and then you guys, I don't know, get over here, fly over there. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Then we do need some recon, I suppose, so let's fly here. And you guys? Some recon? You? Well, I suppose we can get over here and then there. And that should basically give us some recon here. Some good recon about the United States of Mexico. Which I suppose at this point are really our main enemy. Good. Okay, guys, go ahead. I know you can do it. You guys are doing that anyway. Yeah, I think Winnipeg is going to fall pretty soon. There we go, Canada capitulating. So that should leave very little in terms of their forces over here. You guys can deal with this there. Okay, guys, just get rid of these Mexicans, please. They're slightly annoying there. Right. Some outlying provinces here and there that still have some enemies. But I suppose really we could just as well ignore that stuff. But you know what? Let's just take it on. And that should be going on really quickly here. Right, we do of course have a lot of free military factories, but you know what, at this point I don't think we need to deal with that. So instead our guys are cutting across here very nicely, so that's lovely to see. So I think really at this point only really the Mexicans are still standing, and they are losing stuff extremely quickly here. We even have a naval invasion planned over there. Well, I sort of forgot we had that, to be very, very honest. But you know what? Let's actually send more troops there then. And what we can do is get you guys off from this area here and operate down here instead. And I think that's a reasonable idea. Good. You guys are all going down here, so that's very nice to see. Do we have like a single tank division or something to drive down here? Would be lovely for you to do that. Right. Would be also lovely to cut off these guys from over here. Yeah, and it feels like at this point this is just one big manhunt. Okay, can I take one of your divisions here and sort of cut into there? Yeah, lovely. So I think we might very well see that our very liberal use of nuclear bombs against the United States, and I'm hoping that that term didn't get me in trouble on YouTube, led to extreme success over here, in terms of what we did and how easily we could at some point break out of the pocket. It was really a grind for a long time there, but you know what, at this point I feel like we easily succeeded in overwhelming them completely at some point. Right, okay, so let's try to circle back around there. Yeah, and up over there. It's just basically everything's done. And that just leaves Mexico. And even not altogether not that much of Mexico. Speaking of Mexico now, how much intel do we have? I think we should have some. So yeah, you have about 9 divisions. You're not gonna hold out long, my friends. And that's such a shame, because you actually have a communist government, and you're just really not eager to join our side. You did join the Allies first, and you know what, that seems like a pretty big mistake at this point, doesn't it? Okay, just one. Ah, sneeze coming. I have to suppress it because I'm YouTubing. Right, okay, there we go. Come on guys. Mexico City, is that it? No, it's not. Puebla, I said. Okay, you guys coming down here. What about the other half of you guys, who are just walking over there? Can't you go to Acapulco, please? Come on. Yeah, there are just so many victory point provinces here. Most of them not really a lot of victory points, mind you, but still, we will have to take them. Right, yeah, we've basically dealt with all of these stuff up here. Let's briefly capture that province there just to sort of finalize all of this. There we go, my friends. So our contribution here is pretty high, I would say, and I suppose what we can do is just take over everything, don't we? Right. So how do we actually do that? So I don't want to liberate anyone. I just want to take all. So let's take everything that the United Kingdom has over here. So that's for the first bit. Then we might want to do the same for Yugoslavia. Slightly easier. Slightly less territory. And then we go for the United States. And that's raking up a lot of points here. So let's end our turn here for a second. United Mexican States. Yeah, we're going to take all of them. No, not Puppet. Take all states. Japan, of course, we're going to take all of your states. And there's just this amazing amount of small countries that we basically all need to deal with, I suppose. Well, I mean, not all of them are extremely small. There's India, for example. I wish I could hit a button to really take all states of everyone instead of doing that individually. But I suppose that's fine. Still can take all of these states. I'm expecting the game at some point to say, no, that's not your entire victory point contributions. But you see, even, I mean, let's like even Turkey and Iran. I think Iran grabbed something here, didn't it? I think Iran was the second most before Turkey. They're of course allied to us. They're not even a puppet, I think. Now we did liberate them via, not event, but you know what, let's just do it this way so that I can do this. Okay, so let's see what has happened over here on the other front. So this all us. No, there's still all us. Okay. There go my books. Right, okay. Canada. Republic of Thailand. China, of course. Also not a very small country. But I think they had very little at this point left. Okay, come on. Come on. So many countries. Guadeloupe? Iceland? No, we did take Iceland, I know that. No, we did take Canada. Portuguese Republic, Denmark, Norway, Greece, Switzerland, Romania, Italy, Spain, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Free France, Sweden. Anyone left? Yes, Libya, British Malaya, Republic of Indonesia. What was that about? No, I think that's it. There we go. That's it. That's all we can do. So, by the way, look at the world tension over here. And my game is basically freezing up, so I can take a sip from my coffee here. There we go, the end screen. I don't think I ever really play to the end screen, so it's always fun to see just what the total score is made up of, because I find it's almost always nearly entirely air score. You can see just Army score 100, Navy score 200, and air score 5,760. So that's basically like 99% of our score. Well, not quite, but still. And that's due to total air superiority, and I really don't know what that refers to, but still it's kind of funny to see. There are a couple of free nations left, but you can just see, but just by the sheer number of civilian and military factories that we've got, they're really, really, really not that important. So yeah, overall, pretty happy over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I am going to play more of Hearts of Iron 4, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to pick yet. There was an interesting suggestion to go for the Cold War period, and maybe try out Yugoslavia. Now, I haven't really played Yugoslavia all that much, to be honest, and I'm not sure the Cold War is really well suited to Hearts of Iron 4, but I'm willing to give it a go. And the other alternative would be maybe to return to Britain and make a proper democratic playthrough, so really not sure. Let's see about that. For now, thank you very much for watching. I've been the Serious Strategy Gamer. Bye bye guys.